Hello and welcome. I am Trish and this is Trish Talks. Today we're going to be talking about splitting hostas. Now this is going to be the first in a series of garden videos that I'll be doing. I do home decor, indoors and out, gardening, landscaping, anything that has to do with making your home beautiful. So if you're interested in this type of content, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. But in the meantime, we're going to split this hosta, we're going to transplant it so that you can watch it grow. Let's get started. As you can see, I have hosta all around my yard. I've been planting and splitting hosta for nearly 20 years now. Before I could split this hosta, I first needed to clear away the mulch. Not only to make digging the hosta out easier, but to make room for the 3 pieces that would be going right back into this flower bed. Now I should mention that the best times of the year to split hosta are early spring when they're just pushing through the soil, and then in the fall when they're dying off. However, my truth is I always split the hosta after they've fully bloomed, usually late spring, early summer, because I like to see how big they're going to be. This helps me to determine how many pieces I can actually split the hosta into. Next, I looked around the perimeter of the hosta, making sure there weren't any obstructions like large tree roots or rocks. Fortunately, there weren't any. If I had obstructions, I would have removed them first before starting. I placed my shovel about 3 inches outside of the hosta's base and began to dig. The hosta is a perennial that has a very tough root system. In the past, I used a hand shovel and a hand saw to dig up and split my hosta, but I had found that this was too time-consuming and quite frankly too hard. Now I use a shovel or a spade to split my hosta. I may lose a few more leaves this way, but really too few to miss. After digging up the hosta, I cleared away the dirt to assess the health of the root system. I didn't see any damage. Now note that slugs and snails do like hostas, so if I did see some damage, I would have started a monthly control system until the plant went dormant in the fall. I couldn't believe what happened next. A cluster of this hosta just broke off in my hand. That never happens. I took it as a small peace offering from this plant because splitting hosta can be hard work. But as typical, with the next 3 pieces, I did have to split the hosta using my shovel. Next, I dug a hole that was roughly double the width of the new root ball. The hole did not have to be very deep, however. You actually want the crown of the hosta to be level with the soil. I sat the hosta in the hole and packed the dirt loosely around the root ball, which will allow the roots to spread out and take hold quickly. At the surface around the crown, however, I packed the dirt a little tighter so the hosta could stand straight up. If you have some compost, add it to the soil at this point before packing everything in. If you don't have any compost or a favorite fertilizer, use an off-the-shelf product like Miracle-Gro plant food once every 2 weeks in the beginning. And make sure to water your newly transplanted hosta every day for at least 2 weeks. Splitting this hosta is actually part of a larger patio makeover video that I just completed. If you haven't seen that video, click on the card above or click on the link below in the description box. I promise you'll really enjoy that video. Finally, I added mulch just after I power washed the sidewalk, which really made the flower bed pop. Now this newly filled in flower bed with transplanted hosta fits in nicely with the hosta and hydrangea across the way. I hope this video helps you when you go out to split your hosta. Hosta do well in light to full shade gardens, making them likely to flourish in most yards. So, let go of your fears with splitting your hosta and think of them as a tough, long-lasting friend in your garden. And above all, remember to just have fun. See you next time.